What's up, guys? It's Missy from Fire Fitness Camp Fond du Lac. So I've got day 8 of some jump and speed workouts for you guys. So just a reminder, if you haven't yet done your dynamic warm-up, head over to that video, get that one done first, then come on over to this one and get it rocking. So going to continue working on that absorption of our jumps, and today it's going to be a similar workout to day 4. We're just adding some more stuff to it, working on proper mechanics. Because that's one of the biggest things that I see slowing kids down is that our mechanics are kind of all out of whack. So when we get that going, we see a huge increase in speed just by doing it correctly. So make sure to your dynamic warm-up, you're adding your kicks right here, up, out, down, up, out, down. Get that good kick, bring it up, good kick, skip. And then those speed taps right here, going up, down. Get the arms going with it. It's helpful to have another person calling tap, just so that's more of an audio cue. And then you have to react rather than doing it yourself. But if you don't have anybody, that's okay. Go ahead and just get them as quick as you can and focus on going as light as you can. I'd recommend doing 2 sets of 20 on each leg. So our power section today, we're going to do 50 reps of our pogos in a row. So I'm right here using my arms. Remember, this is just in the ankles and the calves. I'm right here, and as I get warm, we should really be able to jump these up. So if you've been doing your dynamic warm-ups, if you've been doing these today, leading up to day 8, we've had pogos in every single workout. So you should have that foundation that you should be able to build up to that 50. So you're going to do 2 sets of 50 for the pogos, and then the rest of these powers, you're going to go down and back 5 times of each. So I want you to measure out a distance about 10 to 15 yards, which can really just be 15 big steps, or measure out whatever you have. So first one is going to be power skips. So like I've said in the past, I want you focusing on height on these, going as high as you can. A lot of times kids just go for distance. We think it's a race. So instead of going for distance, on the way down, I want you to go for height, driving up high as you can, and then on the way back, go for distance. Cover as much ground as you can. So down and back is 1. You're going to do that 5 times. Then we've got our bounds. The bounds, I want you going for distance the whole time today. So make sure you're absorbing that jump low as you can right here, using those arms. Big bound, far as you can. The goal would be able to do one after the other, keeping control, absorbing those jumps every single time. Then we've got single leg bounds. So essentially you're doing the same thing. Oh, and on everything, we're going down and back 5 times. Single leg bounce. I'm right here, going as far as I can, using my momentum, using my arms, find balance. I want balance on those before you go into your next jump. And as always, landing as lightly as you can. So go down on one leg, back on the other leg. And then the last exercise in our power section, I call a hop pops stick. Whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. But you're going to go from one leg, hop, hop, stick on both. And you want to cover as much ground as possible on those and land them as lightly as you can. Go all the way down and back. So all of those, with the exception of the pogos, you're going to do 2 sets of 50 of the pogos, and then everything else, you're going to go down and back, switch to the next exercise, down and back, repeat that circuit 5 times, focusing it on lightly and covering as much distance as you can in those bounds, using those arms. Make sure that balance is there before you continue on. And so then pause your video, go on to write that down, and then we'll cover the strength section. So our strength section today is going to be similar to day 4, but we're going to add some reps to our beginning part, and then we're going to just rep out the rest of it. So essentially what I'm doing a more of an absorption activity, and then I'm going into my mechanics. So first one that I'm doing is going to be an isometric squat with some A skips. So reminder, the A skips are the ones where we're coming up, 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 up. So I should be coming up and out every single time. And as I get used to it, I should be able to get my arms going cheek to cheek. And it's that good skip. Kids feel super weird doing this when at first you're it's going to feel really herky-jerky, but keep working through it. And the goal will be to cover some ground. And as I'm coming up, I'm right here. drive that knee up, out, down, every single time. That's going to really work on those front side sprint mechanics. So I've got my iso squat hold. So I'm going to come down into this. I want you to hold this for a 20 count. So I'm going to count to 20, and then I'm going to go right in to those A skips all the way down. When I get down to the other end, do the same thing. Hold that for 20, go into those A skips. Then we've got slow lunges. So last week we did 3 of them. I want to do 6 of them. So I'm going to go nice and slow. 4 count down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. No hold at the bottom. Just 4 count down, 4 count up. 6 on one leg, 6 on the other. And out of those, you will go right into your straight leg kicks. So I'm right here, popping my hip out. So on those A skips, I was working on my front side mechanics. On these straight legs, I'm working on driving this hip, pop it up. So this hip is driving up through it as the other one is kicking back. So I'm right here, straight leg kicks, pop them out. Really feel these hips doing the work, driving that hip forward. So you've got your slow lunge, and you're going to come out of it and go right into those straight leg kicks. Keep that foot flexed on the front side. Then we've got, good time, plyo push-ups. You're going to do 6 of these. That just means I'm getting some air on them. Why don't you go down, pick your hands up today, explode up. If you can add the clap, great. If not, don't worry about it. So you're going to do your 6 of those. And after that 6th one, or on that 6th one, sorry, you're going to pop up. And instead of doing a clap, you're going to just come right up into that big first step coming out of that push-up. So you're going to do 6 of those push-ups, going right as quick as you can out of it. Do the same thing at the other end and bring it back. Next, we've got our tuck jumps, working on absorbing it every single time. Last week, we did 5 of them. This week, we're doing 10 of them. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to do 10 of the tuck jumps, get as high as I can. Absorb them every single time. Drive those knees up. Get them as light as you can. So you've got 10 of those. And then you're going to go right into the A skips from there. So 10 of the tuck jumps, right into the A skips. You've got power lunges, 6 of those on each. So I'm just right here driving up, high as I can, switching legs every time. 6 on each leg. Then that goes right into those straight leg kicks. And lastly, we've got a 20 count hold on a push-up. So I'm right down in this half push-up hold. When I get to 20, I'm going to pop it up, get that big first step, sprint it out to the end. Focus on big steps, 1 and 2. Don't cut them short. So that's your strength section. And I want you to repeat that 3 times. So do each of those 3 times. If you have time, do them 4. Down and back counts as 1. Now pause the video. We'll go on to our core section next. Lastly, for our core, same 3 exercises we did last week. So we're going to add some more time to it because our core should be getting stronger. So first, we've got our up and down planks. I'm going to be right here. Good strong plank, hands directly underneath my shoulders, going down to my elbows, right back up. Notice my butt is not going 10 feet in the air to get back up. And I'm not wiggling side to side. I want you to do a minute of that. Last week we did 30 seconds. So now we're going to do a minute. Then we're going to turn into a side plank right here. Squeeze that core. Make sure the hips aren't here or up here. Should be a straight line. Shoulders straight up to the ceiling. I want you to try to hold for 1 minute or as long as you can on each side. And lastly, we're finishing with just 3 minutes with crunches. Keep those elbows back. Again, like I said last week, if you pull your elbows in, you're cheating them. A lot of times I see crunches like this. That's not getting nearly what you could out of it if you force those elbows to stay back on that. So, and what did I say? Oh, it's 3 minutes left. So let me know if y'all have any questions. That's your day 8 speed and jump workout. Feel free to email me at info@ffcfinalact.com or, shoot me a message on here and get it done. Keep working hard, guys.